Boys and the Tigers from Tucker Coliseum in Russellville. Great American Conference men's basketball action, a makeup of a game that was originally scheduled for January the 1st. Let's break 2 minutes and then come back with the starters. This is Arkansas Tech basketball.
Feltner's Athletes Corner clearance sale is now in progress. Save up to 30% off footwear from Nike, Asics, Brooks, New Balance, Keen, and Chaco. Save 30% or more on apparel from the North Face, Columbia, Patagonia, Mountain Khaki, Kavoo, Under Armour, Nike, and many more. Feltner's Athletes Corner, 2320 West Main Street in Russellville. Open 9:30 to 6 Monday through Saturday. All sales during this special savings event are final.
Shane here from Off-Road Tire. The thing that makes Off-Road Tire so special is their care for doing the job right. With a name like Off-Road Tire, of course, they're an authority in lift kits and aftermarket mods for your truck, but it just so happens that they are specialists in all kinds of vehicles. They can take care of your minivan right next to the four-wheel drives with quality, consistent results. Go see my friends at Off-Road Tire just 0.2 of a mile past UEC Theaters in Russellville. Off-Road Tire.
The heater broke down, I had to act fast. Wiggled some wires, I broke the thermostat. My wife got cold and nose started to freeze. She said, hey man, gotta call AshleyAir.com. Your heater breaks down, they're the one you want. AshleyAir.com. Fast and they're good and they got it going on. Technician showed up the very same day. Got it fixed right and fast, he was on his way. Next time your heater breaks, you know who to call. There's only one choice, AshleyAir.com.
Alathus Realty is proud to support all of our local student athletes. At Alathus Realty, we believe the community comes first, and there's nothing quite like community under the bright lights of Friday night. Alathus Realty is determined to provide our area with gold standard service in every aspect of your real estate transaction. So whether you're loading up to go to the game or settling in for an evening at home, you can rest assured Alathus Realty is taking care of you. Call us today, 479-968-5668. Alathus Realty. Find us on Facebook today.
Welcome back to the Alathus Realty broadcast position at Tucker Coliseum in Russellville as we get ready for Great American Conference men's basketball tonight between Arkansas Tech University and East Central University. You'll be hearing a lot about the East Central Tigers this week here on River Country KCJC and ArkansasTechSports.com. That's because our destination on Thursday is Ada, Oklahoma, for a Great American Conference doubleheader between these same two institutions. It'll be the women's game at 5:30 on Thursday, and then the men's game at 7:30 on Thursday. All of it live from the Kerr Activity Center Thursday night here on River Country KCJC and ArkansasTechSports.com. And some good news looking ahead to Thursday. We have not had a lot of good news from a COVID-19 protocols standpoint as of late, but as the Wonder Boys are getting ready for their game here this evening, across the way, back behind the benches, Duke Walden, the head athletic trainer at Arkansas Tech, along with Cecily Rideau, one of his assistants, is putting Ashley Lopez through her paces and checking her out, checking her readiness to perhaps return to the Golden Suns lineup on Thursday night, as she has missed multiple games due to COVID-19 protocols, and the Golden Suns would certainly like to have Ashley back in the lineup when they face East Central on Thursday and then Southeastern Oklahoma State on Saturday during that two-game road trip to the Sooner State. Time now to take a look at the starters for tonight's men's game. First for our guests from Ada, Oklahoma, the East Central Tigers, 6-9 overall, 4-5 in the GAC. Under first-year head coach Max Pendery, starting at the guards, Brennan Burns, a 5'10 freshman from Bethany, Oklahoma, 10.5 points, 3.3 rebounds, 2.6 assists, and 1.7 steals. Jalen Crutchfield, a 6'5 senior from Norman, Oklahoma, 11.2 points and 3.1 rebounds per game. A.J. Ferguson Jr., a 6'6 freshman from Houston, Texas. He averages 9.7 points and 3 rebounds per game. Those are the guards. The forwards for East Central are Shamar Smith, a 6'7 sophomore from Norman, Oklahoma, 12.9 points and 6.2 rebounds per game. And Josh Apple, a 6'8 senior from London, England, 16.2 points, 8.1 rebounds, and 2.4 assists per game. Now the starters for the Arkansas Tech Wonder Boys, 5-8 overall, 2-5 in the GAC. Mark Downey is in his 6th season as the Arkansas Tech head men's basketball coach. His record is 89-62. In 15 seasons as a head coach overall, Downey is 255-164. Nathan Kennedy and Blake Draper are his assistant coaches, and Marcus Pillow is the student assistant. Starting at the guards, Calvin Allen, a 5'11 junior from Little Rock, 2.2 points, 1.9 rebounds. C.J. Mann, a 5'11 freshman from Alma, 7.3 points and 1.8 rebounds. The forwards for Arkansas Tech are Kevin Howard, a 6'8 senior from Beaumont, Texas. He's averaging 7.9 points, 5.1 rebounds per game, along with Cameron Kennedy, a 6'7 senior from Little Elm, Texas, 8.5 points, 3.7 rebounds, and Nico Gosnell, a 6'9 junior from Lone Tree, Iowa, 8.3 points, 5.2 rebounds, and 1 blocked shot per game. Here at the Alathus Realty broadcast position, we will step aside for a 1-minute break, and when we come back, we will take a look at what else is going on around the Great American Conference. This is Arkansas Tech basketball.
When it comes to buying or selling a home, there really is a better way. As soon as you start talking with our team at A Better Way Realty in Russellville, you're going to feel the difference. Imagine if you had a great friend in the real estate industry, someone who genuinely cared about you and your family and was passionate about taking care of you. That is the philosophy of everyone who works here at A Better Way Realty. We want your business because we earn it, period. Discover what experience and heart can do with A Better Way Realty. Find us on Facebook and see the difference. A Better Way Realty. Real estate done a better way.
At Fleet Tire Point S, the S stands for service, selection, and savings because you, the customer, are always the top priority. If you need new tires to get ready for winter, the tire and automotive experts at Fleet Tire Point S have more than 30 years of experience. And Fleet Tire Point S consistently offers unparalleled service and quality tires to fit every budget. Come by today and experience the Fleet Tire Point S difference on Arkansas Avenue. Your local tire and auto service center. No stress with Point S.
There are 2 other Great American Conference men's basketball games being played tonight. Like this one, they are makeups of games that had to be postponed earlier this season due to COVID-19 protocols. Monday and Tuesday nights are going to be about makeup games the rest of the year in the Great American Conference. The men's games for tonight are in Arkadelphia, where Southern Nazarene will be at Henderson State. That is scheduled for a 6 o'clock tip-off, as are Oklahoma Baptist and Southern Arkansas. The Bison and the Mule Riders scheduled for a 6 p.m. start at the W.T. Watson Athletic Center in Magnolia. And we will keep an eye on those games as they get underway in just a little while. Right now, the only women's game of the night in the Great American Conference is taking place at the Duke Wells Center in Arkadelphia. And there, with 2 minutes and 14 seconds left in the fourth quarter, it is Southern Nazarene 57 and the Henderson State Ready women 52, as the Reddies struggling down the stretch. They've missed 8 out of their last 10 field goal attempts, and that has allowed Southern Nazarene to grab a 5-point lead late in that one in the loveliest village on the Washita River. Here in Russellville, we will step aside for a 1-minute Rockline Industries timeout, and when we return to the Alathus Realty broadcast position, it'll be time for basketball between Arkansas Tech and East Central. This is Wonder Boys basketball.
Protect your investment with a high-quality custom building from a local manufacturer. Arkansas Carports offers in-house financing with no credit check up to $75,000 on custom-made carports, garages, barns, horse sheds, and more installed in as quick as 1 to 3 weeks with a lifetime warranty. Plus, ask about how you can join the Arkansas Carport dealership family today. Stop by Arkansas Carports on Highway 64 in Knoxville. Visit arkansascarports.com or call 479-885-5022.
Mr. Brake and Lube, your local Pennzoil 10-minute oil change super stop at 1415 East Main in Russellville, is looking for good, motivated people who have good people skills to join their team. Experience in automotive is encouraged but not required. Mr. Brake and Lube is an equal opportunity employer. Come be a part of the Mr. Brake and Lube family. Fill out an application at 1415 East Main Street, Russellville, and follow Mr. Brake and Lube on Facebook to keep up with monthly specials.
Back at Tucker Coliseum in Russellville, where it is almost time for tip-off between Arkansas Tech and East Central in Great American Conference men's basketball action. The Wonder Boys come in leading the GAC in field goal percentage defense, holding their opponents to under 42% shooting on the year. The Wonder Boys also excel on the offensive glass, 11.8 offensive rebounds per game this year for Arkansas Tech, and that is second best in the GAC. When the Wonder Boys have struggled this year, it has most often been on the offensive end of the floor. Arkansas Tech, 9th in the league in field goal percentage out of 12 teams, shooting just under 44% this year on their field goal attempts. And the Wonder Boys are 10th out of 12 teams in the GAC in scoring offense, averaging 70.1 points per game. The Wonder Boys coming off an 83-67 loss to Northwestern Oklahoma State on Saturday. Northwestern finished with an edge in points in the paint of 36-24, and the Rangers had a 16-5 edge in points off turnovers. Arkansas Tech only able to force Northwestern Oklahoma State into 4 turnovers on Saturday as the Rangers handed the Wonder Boys their 4th consecutive loss. For East Central, it's their first game since January the 15th. They had games at Henderson State and at Ouachita Baptist postponed last weekend. The reason those games were postponed, East Central had no coaches available. Their entire coaching staff was out due to COVID-19 protocols, and so they'll have to make those games up later in the year, but they've had 9 days of rest coming into this one. The Tigers a year ago were 10-9 overall, 9-8 in the GAC. They defeated Northwestern Oklahoma State 81-56 in the first round of last year's GAC tournament before falling in the quarterfinal round to Southern Arkansas 82-74. The Tigers were led last year by Chris Crutchfield. Crutchfield, a former assistant coach at the University of Arkansas, moved to Ada and became their head coach and led them to that 10-9 record last year. He recruited, among other people, his sons, Jalen Crutchfield and Josh Crutchfield, both of whom remain in the East Central program, and we expect to see both of them here tonight. But their dad, Chris Crutchfield, resigned on April 14th to return to the Division I ranks as an assistant coach at the University of Oregon. And at that point, his assistant coach, Max Pendery, was elevated, and then Coach Pendery became the official permanent head men's basketball coach at East Central University on August the 21st. All of this in the wake of the departure of Jay Havens. He was the head coach at East Central the last time we saw the Tigers 2 years ago. Coach Havens spent 7 years at East Central, amassed a record of 131-74, and he led the Tigers to GAC regular season championships in 2015-16 and in 2016-17. They were GAC tournament champions, and they reached the second round of the NCAA tournament in 2017. And then after the end of that 2019-2020 season, Jay Havens left East Central to go to his alma mater and become the head coach. That is Northeastern State University in Tahlequah, Oklahoma. And the coach that Coach Havens replaced there was Mark Downey, who came here to Arkansas Tech. So it's just one big circle, isn't it? We are ready for basketball. It'll be C.J. Mann, Cam Kennedy, Kevin Howard, Calvin Allen, and Nico Gosnell for Tech. For East Central, it's Brennan Burns, Jalen Crutchfield, A.J. Ferguson Jr., Shamar Smith, and Josh Apple. The opening tip is controlled by Arkansas Tech, and Calvin Allen brings it into the front court. Calvin coming off a career-high 9 points against Northwestern Oklahoma State on Saturday. They swing it left corner for C.J. Mann. Man-to-man defense for East Central. Feed into the low post for Nico Gosnell. He works on Josh Apple. Spin move. Apple stays in front of him. Feed to Allen. Allen's layup try is blocked by Apple and rebounded by Jalen Crutchfield of East Central. And Crutchfield, the transfer from Stetson University at the Division I level, leads East Central the other direction. Top of the key, Crutchfield hands it off to Brennan Burns. Burns hit the game-winning bucket when they beat Southeastern Oklahoma State on January the 13th. Three-point try by Crutchfield is no good. C.J. Mann with the rebound. And into the front court go the Wonder Boys. 19:15 to go. Mann pulls up for three. It is short. Defensive rebound for East Central by Shamar Smith. Smith comes in averaging 6.2 rebounds per game. Top of the key, Brennan Burns on the dribble. He had 9 points and 3 rebounds when they lost to Southern Nazarene on January the 15th. Crutchfield with it in the corner, gives to Apple on the left wing. Apple one dribble, cross-court pass for Smith. Shamar Smith, three-pointer, rattles out, no good. And Nico Gosnell has the defensive rebound for Arkansas Tech. We've played 1 minute and 15 seconds, no score in Russellville. Calvin Allen hands it off on the right wing for C.J. Mann. Mann dribbles around to the left wing and then throws it back to the right side. It ends up in the hands of Kevin Howard. Howard dribbles left to the top of the key, feeds it on the baseline for Gosnell. 15-foot jumper is short, and a defensive rebound by Josh Apple of East Central. Apple was an all-GAC second-team selection a year ago, and he's been even better so far this year, and even better than that as of late. Apple averaging 21 points and 10.3 rebounds per game over his last 4 outings. Feed into the low post for Apple. Apple did not play in their game against Southern Nazarene on January 15th. He feeds top of the key for Crutchfield in the corner for Shamar Smith, and he traveled with the basketball. It is the first turnover of the game, and the Wonder Boys get it back with 18:06 to go in the first half, and no score between the Wonder Boys and the Tigers. Wonder Boys trying to even this all-time series here this evening. East Central comes in with an 18-17 all-time record against Arkansas Tech in men's basketball. Nico Gosnell faces up, goes to the rim, and lays it in, taking Josh Apple all the way to the cup for the easy 2, and it is 2-0 Arkansas Tech. Over the timeline on the dribble comes Brennan Burns. Burns had a career-high 25 points in that upset win that East Central pulled off over Southeastern Oklahoma State back on January the 13th. Feed into the post for Josh Apple. Apple draws a double team, goes up anyway, and scores. Josh Apple, the 9th leading scorer in the Great American Conference this season, ties the score at 2. Allen, guarded by Brennan Burns, goes to the right wing. Gosnell sets a high ball screen. Allen goes left, pass right wing for Mann. CJ lobs it down low for Gosnell. Gosnell works on Shamar Smith and throws it away. No look pass stolen by Brennan Burns. Outlet ahead for A.J. Ferguson Jr., and he stuffs it through at the 17:09 mark. Ferguson's first 2 points of the evening, and it is 4-2 East Central. Allen passes right wing for C.J. Mann. Live ball turnovers leading to easy buckets the other way have been a problem for the Wonder Boys, especially since they lost Czar Perry. There's another live ball turnover. A lob pass into the post is stolen by Josh Apple. Back-to-back turnovers for Arkansas Tech. 16:45 to go first half. East Central with the ball and a 4-2 lead. Spin move in the paint. Scoop shot by Ferguson is good. East Central has made 3 of its first 5 field goal attempts, and the Tigers lead 6-2. That's 6 straight points for East Central. Calvin Allen passes right wing for C.J. Mann. Gosnell flashes out high, makes a catch. One dribble to his left, and then hands it off to Allen near midcourt. 15 to shoot. Allen wants to drive, pulls up. Free throw line jumper is no good. Off to the right. Defensive rebound by Josh Apple of East Central. Into the front court on the dribble comes Jalen Crutchfield. Crutchfield goes to the rim. Left-handed layup try, no good. Cam Kennedy forced the miss, and Kevin Howard rebounded it for Arkansas Tech. Now Calvin Allen on the other end, hands it off to C.J. Mann. Left-handed dribble drive, floater in the lane is good for C.J. Mann. C.J. gets his first 2 points of the night. C.J. had 15 points against Northwestern Oklahoma State on Saturday, and here he cuts the East Central lead to 6-4. More importantly for C.J. on Saturday, in 38 minutes of action, he had just 1 turnover. 3-point try on the way and no good for Jalen Crutchfield. Calvin Allen gets the defensive rebound for Arkansas Tech. Allen wants to push the tempo a bit, gets into the painted area, gets his defender in the air, bounce pass out to Kevin Howard. Howard fakes the 17-foot jumper. He drives. Bank shot is good for Kevin Howard. Howard gets his first 2 points of the night. He had 10 against Northwestern Oklahoma State on Saturday. It was the 6th time in his 2-year career at Arkansas Tech that Kevin Howard had reached double figures in scoring. And his first 2 points of this one tie the score at 6 with 15 minutes and 10 seconds to go in the first half. Brennan Burns tries a 3. It rattles out, no good. Defensive rebound by Calvin Allen of Arkansas Tech off a Nico Gosnell deflection. Allen passes left corner for Kennedy. 3-point try is good. Cameron Kennedy with the 61st three-pointer of his Arkansas Tech career. 14:51 to go in the first half, and Arkansas Tech has answered with a 7-0 run to grab a 9-6 lead. That's 3 consecutive makes from the field for the Wonder Boys. Burns with it at the top of the key for East Central. He tries another 3. He misses another 3. Offensive rebound, though, by Josh Apple as nobody got a body on him. Now Burns with it again, hands it off to Apple. 3-pointer to tie is good for Josh Apple. Set up by the offensive rebound. Josh Apple ties the score at 9 apiece. It is our 3rd tie here in the first 5.5 minutes of the ball game. Apple with 5 points and 3 rebounds already. Top of the key, Kevin Howard. Feed on the left wing for Cam Kennedy. Right-handed dribble penetration to the free throw line, and then he throws it away. Turnover Arkansas Tech, the 3rd of the first half. 14:09 to go in the opening period. It's Arkansas Tech and East Central tied at 9. Here at the Alathus Realty broadcast position, we take a 1-minute Rockline Industries timeout. This is Wonder Boys basketball.
First State Bank is proud to serve our community, a community made of hard-working friends and neighbors, folks who make our community better. You're why we offer personal, helpful service and convenient digital tools. You make our town what it is, deeply rooted, community-driven. First State Bank, these are our stomping grounds. Visit fsbmybank.com to learn more. Member FDIC.
A lot goes into taking care of your property. You need equipment with more reliability, durability, and versatility built in, like #1 selling Kubota BX and L Series compact tractors, Z Series mowers that deliver a quality cut, and Sidekick utility vehicles where durability meets speed. Visit your local Kubota dealer for a demo today. In the River Valley, see River Valley Tractor on Weir Road in Russellville.
14 minutes and 9 seconds remaining in the first half. Arkansas Tech and East Central tied at 9. It looks like Southern Nazarene's women will pick up a road win tonight. The Crimson Storm leads Henderson State 64-57 with 20 seconds remaining in Arkadelphia. A men's game to follow there. Cassandra Awat leading the way tonight for Southern Nazarene with 17 points, one of 4 Crimson Storm players in double figures in scoring in that one. And reminder, in addition to that men's game between Southern Naz and Henderson State coming up at 6 o'clock, there's also a 6 o'clock game between Oklahoma Baptist and Henderson State. Some of the best teams in GAC men's basketball playing makeup games against each other tonight. Here in Russellville, it's Arkansas Tech and East Central, two teams just below 500 in league play. Layup try by Shamar Smith is no good. Defensive rebound for Arkansas Tech by Cameron Kennedy. Kennedy, Mann, Howard, Gosnell, and now Caden Hale, the 5 on the floor for Arkansas Tech. Caden Hale is a 6'2 freshman guard from Tulsa, Oklahoma. He averages 3.4 points per game, has been playing very well as of late, contributing offensively with the Wonder Boys' absences. Tony Hall, Talon Peter, B.J. Johnson all out again tonight for various reasons. Peter and Hall for COVID-19 protocols. B.J. Johnson, concussion protocol. Mann for 3, no good, back lip. Defensive rebound by Brennan Burns of East Central. Burns pushes the tempo, leaves it out front with a new face in the game. That is Josh Crutchfield, the brother of Jalen Crutchfield. Pull-up jumper by Brennan Burns is no good, and Nico Gosnell gets the defensive rebound for Arkansas Tech. Into the front court comes Mann, leaves it with the trailer Kevin Howard. His three-point try is off to the right. Defensive rebound for East Central by A.J. Ferguson Jr. Ferguson into the front court finds Jalen Crutchfield, three-pointer, rattles out. Cam Kennedy, defensive rebound, Arkansas Tech. 12:54 to go first half. Arkansas Tech and East Central tied at 9. The Tigers are 4 of 13 from the field, including 1 for 7 from three-point range. Arkansas Tech is 4 out of 10 from the field, 40%, and 1 out of 4, 25% from beyond the arc. Hale saves a pass inbounds deep in the right corner, gets it out to Mann with 8 on the shot clock. Mann dribbles left, lost it, able to save it. Now down to 4 to shoot, though. Drives in amongst the trees, floats it up toward the goal. It does not draw iron. Defensive rebound by A.J. Ferguson, and they play the advantage. No shot clock violation, and it leads to a Brennan Burns layup on the other end. First 2 points for Burns. 12:19 to go first half. East Central leads 11-9. C.J. Mann with the basketball for Arkansas Tech, guarded by A.J. Ferguson. Mann had a career-high 26 points against Southwestern on Thursday night. He hit 8 three-pointers in that game. Kennedy fadeaway jumper from 12 feet is good. Cam Kennedy is 2 out of 2 from the field. He has 5 points and 2 rebounds. 11:53 to go in the opening half. And the score is tied once again, this time at 11 apiece. Brennan Burns dribbles top of the key, guarded by Caden Hale. Passes right wing. It was in the hands of Shamar Smith for a moment. Now he gets it back, tries a 3. It is off to the left. A lot of settling for three-pointers by East Central here. Defensive rebound, Nico Gosnell. Wonder Boys into the front court. Mann pulls up for 3. It is too strong. Defensive rebound for East Central by Brennan Burns. Bounce pass ahead for Ferguson. He finds Josh Crutchfield, three-pointer no good. East Central now 1 out of 9 from three-point range. And they are, unless it's on a fast break opportunity, they are doing very little attacking of the rim. And this from an East Central team that has done the majority of its scoring in the post this year. Nico Gosnell tries to spin around Josh Crutchfield. In the process, he commits a traveling violation. That's turnover number 4 for Arkansas Tech. The Wonder Boys are -3 on the turnover margin, and there's timeout at Tucker Coliseum. First half being brought to you by Phil Wright Autoplex. 11:07 to go first half. Arkansas Tech and East Central tied at 11. Here at the Alathus Realty broadcast position, it's a 1-minute Rockline Industries timeout. This is Wonder Boys basketball.
Every day's a great day to talk about the Old South on East Main in Russellville. Don't forget, daily luncheon specials. Always a full-service menu with breakfast, lunch, and dinner served anytime that you have it in mind. But their luncheon specials are something unique. And, of course, those sides just can't be beat. Enjoy the service, enjoy the food, enjoy the Old South on East Main and Russellville. To go orders, you can call today at 968-3789.
Arkansas Tire and Auto Service. We're more than just tires. Consistent, responsive, honest, and fair. What makes us different? We're the ones who care. Trust our experience to know what you need. Professional and fast. See what we mean. Arkansas Tire and Auto Service. We're more than just tires.
Arkansas Tire and Auto Service, 2304 East Main, Russellville.
11 minutes and 7 seconds to play in the first half. Arkansas Tech and East Central tied at 11 here on River Country, KCJC, and ArkansasTechSports.com. Into the front court with the basketball for East Central. It's Brennan Burns, leaves it out front with Ellis Lee Jr., a 6'3 junior guard from Saginaw, Michigan. Three-point try on the way and short, no good for Josh Apple. Yet another three-point try for the Tigers. That is now 1 out of 10 from downtown. And the Wonder Boys board it and take it the other way. Calvin Allen passes right wing for Caden Hale. Isaac Ragland is in the game for Arkansas Tech. Isaac is a 6'5" freshman forward from Valley Springs. Ragland averages 3 points per game. Howard tries a long two. It is good from the top of the key for Kevin Howard. 4 points for Howard. 10 minutes and 26 seconds to go in the first half. And the Wonder Boys regain the lead at 13-11. Top of the key, Brendan Burns with it. Passes right side for Lee. Ellis Lee Jr. averages 6.5 points per game for the Tigers. Josh Crutchfield out to the top of the key for Jakeem Akers. Akers' three-pointer is no good. And on the rebound, a whistle and a pushing foul against East Central's Josh Apple. It is Apple's first. It is the first foul of the game after 9 minutes and 55 seconds without one. And the basketball belongs to Arkansas Tech. In for the first time for East Central, replacing Brennan Burns, it is Romello Wilbert. Wilbert is a 6'3 senior guard from the Woodlands, Texas, 5.4 points, 7 rebounds, 3.1 assists, and 1.3 steals per game. Calvin Allen feeds at the high post for Isaac Ragland. Ragland turns to face the basket, dribbles to his right, gives it up to Caden Hale. Shot clock at 15. Hale hands it off to Allen. Allen wants to drive, cut off by Akers, picks up his dribble, lobs it out for Cam Kennedy. Now Allen gets it back on the right wing. Feed into the post for Kevin Howard. Shot clock at 5. Howard will have to make a play. Spins into the lane, misses from 10 feet. Rebound, Romello Wilbert of East Central. He's able to save it in to Josh Crutchfield. But then Crutchfield, once he got the basketball, was stepping on the far sideline. And the basketball will go back to Arkansas Tech as East Central will likely be charged with its second turnover of the ball game. Caden Hale to throw it in for Arkansas Tech. Hale gets it into Calvin Allen. Now back to Hale. He dribbles left, guarded by Jakeem Akers, a 6'3 senior guard from Howelton, Texas. Akers averages 8.1 points and 2.5 rebounds per game. Hale able to drive to the basket and lay it in. 4 straight points for Arkansas Tech out of the last media timeout. And it's 15-11 Wonder Boys with 9 minutes and 10 seconds to go until the Off-Road Tire halftime show. Trap on the baseline. Calvin Allen and Kevin Howard harassing Apple. He finds Wilbert underneath the basket. Romello Wilbert hits the turnaround from inside the painted area and draws a foul. It'll be a 3-point play opportunity for Romello Wilbert. The foul on Arkansas Tech's Caden Hale is his first, team foul number 1. And Wilbert to the free throw line where he will shoot the first free throw of the game. Wilbert, so far this season, is 11 out of 19 at the free throw line, 58%. He misses the free throw, and Isaac Ragland has the defensive rebound for Arkansas Tech. We go under 9 minutes to play in the half. Ragland tries a three and hits it. Isaac Ragland, three-pointer from right of center at the top of the key, and he increases the Arkansas Tech lead to 18-13. Romello Wilbert with it on the right wing, hands it off top of the key for Josh Apple. Apple back to Wilbert. Wilbert tries to drive, cut off by Calvin Allen. Shot clock at 19. Apple has it again. Drives, left-handed layup, no good. And Kevin Howard grabs the defensive rebound for Arkansas Tech. 8.5 minutes to go, first half. Wonder Boys by 5 with the ball. Allen drives, dishes for Ragland. Isaac dribbles right, poked away from him by Josh Apple, and it's stolen by Ellis Lee Jr. Lee on the fast break. Layup will not go, but a whistle and a blocking foul against Arkansas Tech. The foul will be against Arkansas Tech's Calvin Allen. It is his first, the team's second. And heading to the free throw line is Ellis Lee Jr. Lee played 20 minutes and did not score in their loss to Southern Nazarene on January 15th. 2 days before that, against Southeastern Oklahoma State, he had 11 points and 3 rebounds. He was 3 of 6 from three-point range in the Tigers' upset win over Southeastern Oklahoma State. Lee makes the first free throw. He will have a second try. He is now 20 out of 24 at the free throw line this season. His second try on its way. It is no good. Defensive rebound by Nico Gosnell of Arkansas Tech. 8:17 to go first half. Arkansas Tech 18, East Central 14. Wonder Boys' perimeter defense has been very good, forcing East Central to miss 10 of its first 11 tries from three-point range. Right side, Calvin Allen gets a high ball screen from Gosnell. Allen goes left, cut off 8 feet from the basket, tries to lean in, does so, puts it up, and scores Calvin Allen's first 2 points to go along with 2 rebounds and 3 assists. 7:52 to go in the first half, and it is 20-14, a 6-point lead for Arkansas Tech, and this is the largest lead that Arkansas Tech has enjoyed so far tonight. Romello Wilbert dribbles on the right wing, gives it out front to Lee. Ellis Lee Jr.'s three-pointer is short, and on the rebound, a whistle and a foul against East Central's Shamar Smith for a push. His first, the team's second, and there's timeout at Tucker Coliseum. 7 minutes and 35 seconds to play, first half. Arkansas Tech 20, East Central 14. At the Alathus Realty broadcast position, it's a 1-minute Rockline Industries timeout. This is Wonder Boys basketball.
This is Todd Baumersdorf, Market President with Centennial Bank, and one of the best things about being a community-focused bank like Centennial is that we can focus on what matters, real relationships. That means the focus is on you as the customer. At Centennial Bank, we're real bankers helping people by building real relationships. Come see for yourself the difference our real commitment can make. Stop by any of our local branches in Russellville, Adkins, Pottsville, Clarksville, or Dardanelle, or if you prefer, experience us online at my100bank.com. Centennial Bank, member FDIC.
Beltner's Athletes Corner clearance sale is now in progress. Save up to 30% off footwear from Nike, Asics, Brooks, New Balance, Keen, and Chaco. Save 30% or more on apparel from the North Face, Columbia, Patagonia, Mountain Khaki, Kavoo, Under Armour, Nike, and many more. Beltner's Athletes Corner, 2320 West Main Street in Russellville. Open 9:30 to 6 Monday through Saturday. All sales during this special savings event are final.
Final score in women's play from Arkadelphia, Southern Nazarene 66 and Henderson State 62. And so the Crimson Storm women will improve to 12-7 overall and 7-5 in the GAC. Henderson State's women will fall to 12-6 overall and 7-5 in the GAC. Southwestern Oklahoma State, despite a loss at Harding on Saturday, the Lady Bulldogs continue to set the pace in GAC women's basketball. Southwestern 15-4 overall, 9-2 in the league. Harding now in sole possession of second place at 12-5 overall, 8-4 in the league. We'll take a look at the GAC men's basketball standings and bring you scores from Arkadelphia and Magnolia coming up at halftime. Wonder Boys with the basketball following the under 8 media timeout. Calvin Allen shoots an 18-foot jumper. It is good. Calvin Allen has made his last 2 field goal attempts. He has 4 points, and it's 22-14. Arkansas Tech has opened up an 8-point lead now. Cam Kennedy blocks a layup try by Ellis Lee Jr. Caden Hale got the rebound, absorbed some contact, leads to a fast break the other way. Ragland tries a 3. It is good. Isaac Ragland's second three-pointer of the first half. It comes at the 6:48 mark of the opening period, and the Wonder Boys on a 7-0 run lead it 25-14. Left wing Shamar Smith dribbles to his right, passes top of the key for Ellis Lee Jr. Lee passes right side for Romello Wilbert. Now a feed into the low post, down low for Shamar Smith, and Smith on the way up is fouled. And East Central now, after settling for a lot of threes early on, the Tigers are at least occasionally working the ball into the post now. And it draws a foul against Arkansas Tech. The foul on Calvin Allen is his second. It is the team's third. And Shamar Smith to the free throw line for East Central. His first trip to the line tonight. First try is up and good for Smith. He is an 82% free throw shooter this year. Smith had back-to-back double-doubles in East Central's last 2 games before their COVID-19 pause. He had 15 points and 10 rebounds against Southern Nazarene. And then on January 13th, he had 10 points and 11 rebounds against Southeastern Oklahoma State. He's a transfer from the University of Central Oklahoma, where he averaged 7.5 points and 3.6 rebounds per game a year ago. Shamar Smith makes both free throws. 6:25 to go first half. Arkansas Tech leading 25-16. First half being brought to you by our friends at Phil Wright Autoplex. Caden Hale with the basketball. Dribbles right. Defended by Ferguson. Now goes back to his left. Leaves it out front with Ragland. Isaac Ragland drives. Lost the handle. And it goes, oh, they're going to give it to East Central? It looked like it went off the East Central player. Either Shamar Smith or Josh Apple looked like they deflected it on the way out. But the official disagrees. And he's the one with the whistle. Basketball goes to the Tigers with 6 minutes and 6 seconds to go in the first half. Arkansas Tech 25, East Central 16. Brennan Burns is back in for the Tigers. He brings it into the front court. It's Burns along with Josh Apple, Shamar Smith, A.J. Ferguson Jr., and Jalen Crutchfield. Now the 5 on the floor for the Tigers after a couple of changes. Wonder Boys in a 2-3 zone defense. Caden Hale and Cameron Kennedy out front. Ragland, Gosnell, and Howard along the baseline. Top of the key, Ferguson with it, gives the free throw line for Smith. He dumps it in for Apple, poked away by Kevin Howard, and stolen by Isaac Ragland. Wonder Boys with the ball, up by 9, 5:35 to go in the first half. Ragland brings it over the timeline. He needs to find a guard. And Coach Mark Downey has called a timeout. 5 minutes and 31 seconds to go in the first half. Arkansas Tech 25, East Central 16. Here at the Alathus Realty broadcast position, we take a 30-second Rockline Industries timeout. This is Wonder Boys basketball.
Shane here from Off-Road Tire. The thing that makes Off-Road Tire so special is their care for doing the job right. With a name like Off-Road Tire, of course, they're an authority in lift kits and aftermarket mods for your truck, but it just so happens that they are specialists in all kinds of vehicles. They can take care of your minivan right next to the four-wheel drives with quality, consistent results. Go see my friends at Off-Road Tire just 0.2 of a mile past UEC Theaters in Russellville. Off-Road Tire.
KCJC, Dartnell, Russellville. You guys play the best country of all. River Country. KCJC.
Kevin Howard, Cam Kennedy, Caden Hale, C.J. Mann, and Nico Gosnell break the huddle for Arkansas Tech. Wonder Boys with the ball. Up by 9, 25-16 with 5.5 minutes to go in this opening half from Tucker Coliseum in Russellville. Wonder Boys off to a good start in their bid to snap a 4-game losing streak. C.J. Mann passes top of the key for Cam Kennedy, 7 to shoot. Kennedy cut off on his drive to the basket by Shamar Smith, hands it off to Hale. Hale's going to have to make a play. He'll try from about 32 feet. It is off to the right. That's an air ball and a shot clock violation as Arkansas Tech commits its 7th turnover of the opening half. Wonder Boys are -5 in turnover margin, but East Central's only been able to convert that into a 5-2 edge in points off turnovers. East Central has missed 7 of its last 8 field goal attempts, including they haven't made one in the last 3 minutes and 56 seconds, and they won't make one this time because of an offensive foul that will waive off any chance Brennan Burns had of scoring. An illegal screen set by Josh Apple. That's 2 on Apple. It is team foul number 3. And Coach Max Pendery with a decision over on the East Central bench. Will he stick with Josh Apple with 2 fouls and still 4:58 to go in the opening half? It looks like, at least for now, he will. Nope, now they're changing their mind. They're not going to give it to Apple. They're not going to sit at 24. They're going to give it to 14. It is Ferguson's first, and so that makes the decision on Apple a lot easier. Caden Hale with a three-pointer from the right wing. Caden Hale has been shooting that three-pointer awfully well. He hit 2 of them against Northwestern Oklahoma State on Saturday, and he hits another one right here. He's got 5 points this evening, 4:41 to go in the half, and the Wonder Boys lead 28-16. This now for the Wonder Boys is a 10-2 run as Nico Gosnell called for a foul, attempting to block the shot of Josh Apple. The foul on Nico Gosnell is his first, team foul number 4, and to the free throw line goes Josh Apple. Apple with 5 points and 3 rebounds so far tonight. He is a 68% free throw shooter. Apple, along with Jakeem Akers, the 2 most familiar faces on this East Central roster. They are holdovers from the Coach Jay Havens era. First free throw try up and short, no good for Apple. Apple appearing in his 88th game as a Tiger tonight. He made his 42nd start. Comes in with 674 career points, 479 career rebounds, and he's really, the part of his game that he's really built on this year is his passing. He's averaging 2.4 assists per game this year, well above his career averages. The free throw for Apple is up and good. He makes the second one, goes 1 out of 2, 4:33 to go first half, 28-17 is the Arkansas Tech lead. Now it's been 4.5 minutes since East Central last made a field goal. Cam Kennedy hands it off for Mann. Mann floats it to the rim, and Nico Gosnell stuffs it through. Alley-oop from C.J. Mann to Nico Gosnell. 4:17 to go in the half, and it's 30-17. Wonder Boys by 13. Top of the key, Apple hands it off to Reggie Crawford Jr., a 6'4" senior guard from Florissant, Missouri. They get it down low to Shamar Smith, and he stuffs it through, in a technical foul on Shamar Smith as he hung on the rim and then taunted the Wonder Boys after his slam dunk at the 4:02 mark of the first half. And so that'll be 2 free throws on the other end, and the Wonder Boys will have a chance to cancel out the 2 points that came on that slam dunk with a couple of free throws. C.J. Mann will take the technical foul shots, his first trip to the free throw line tonight. Mann is 5 of 6 at the free throw line this season, 83%. He is a career 74% free throw shooter. A second-year freshman from Alma. C.J. was the Great American Conference Freshman of the Year last year. Of course, last year's season did not count against anyone from an eligibility standpoint, so C.J. is a freshman again this year, much like several of his teammates, including Caden Hale and Isaac Ragland. Lucas Foster, another player in that category. C.J. Mann's second try is up and good. He went 1 out of 2 at the line. 4:02 to go first half, and 31-19 is the Arkansas Tech lead. Now the Wonder Boys get the basketball. Kevin Howard, C.J. Mann, Cam Kennedy, Nico Gosnell, and Caden Hale are the 5 contestants. Calvin Allen on the bench right now for Arkansas Tech with 2 fouls. Top of the key, Mann gives left wing for Kennedy. Bounce pass into the low post for Nico Gosnell. Gosnell works on Ferguson. Throws it out opposite wing for Kennedy. Three-pointer is short. Defensive rebound, Josh Apple of East Central. Tigers into the front court. Brennan Burns, Josh Apple, A.J. Ferguson among the Tigers on the floor. Layup try by Josh Apple, no good. Defensive rebound by Kevin Howard of Arkansas Tech. C.J. Mann pushes it the other way behind the back dribble. Gets turned downhill to the free throw line. 15-foot jumper is off to the right and too strong. Defensive rebound, Jakeem Akers of East Central. Akers into the front court. Goes to the top of the key, drives the right side of the lane, leans in, misses the shot. Howard forced the miss. Akers got his own rebound, though. Putback try is blocked out of bounds by Howard and Kennedy, and there's timeout on the floor. 3 minutes and 16 seconds to go first half. Arkansas Tech 31, East Central 19 at the Alathus Realty broadcast position. It's a 1-minute Rockline Industries timeout. This is Wonder Boys basketball.
The heater broke down, I had to act fast. Wiggled some wires, I broke the thermostat. My wife got cold, her nose started to freeze. She said, hey man, gotta call AshleyAir.com. Your heater breaks down, they're the one you want. AshleyAir.com. Fast and they're good and they got it going on. Technician showed up the very same day. Got it fixed right and fast, he was on his way. Next time your heater breaks, you know who to call. There's only one choice, AshleyAir.com.
Alathus Realty is proud to support all of our local student athletes. At Alathus Realty, we believe the community comes first, and there's nothing quite like community under the bright lights of Friday night. Alathus Realty is determined to provide our area with gold standard service in every aspect of your real estate transaction. So whether you're loading up to go to the game or settling in for an evening at home, you can rest assured Alathus Realty is taking care of you. Call us today, 479-968-5668. Alathus Realty. Find us on Facebook today.
Arkansas Tech has made 7 of its last 9 field goal attempts, shooting 54% overall here in the first half. East Central has missed 6 of its last 7 field goal attempts, just 27% from the field so far for East Central. And as a result of all that, along with a 19-13 rebounding edge for Arkansas Tech, the Wonder Boys hold a 31-19 advantage with 3 minutes and 16 seconds to go. In the first half, the Wonder Boys with an 11-3 edge in points off the bench, and now a turnover by East Central as C.J. Mann steals the Tigers' inbound pass, and Mann brings it into the front court, guarded at the top of the key by A.J. Ferguson Jr. Bounce pass into the post, intended for Nico Gosnell, was batted away by Josh Apple. The East Central bench, which had a very good look at it, felt like Gosnell touched it last. But again, the man with the whistle disagreed. C.J. Mann to make the inbounds pass. Gets it in right wing for Kevin Howard. He hands it back to Mann, and Mann dribbles up to the top of the key. 2-3 zone defense right here for East Central. Wonder Boys recognize that and change the play. Howard zips it to Kennedy in the low post. Cameron Kennedy turns, draws a double team, throws it out to the open man, Mann. Mann's pass deflected by Burns. stolen by Ferguson. Back to Brennan Burns, and he stuffs it through with 2 minutes and 45 seconds to go in the first half. Another live ball turnover by Arkansas Tech, turning into an easy bucket on the other end. That's really about the only way that East Central has scored here tonight. When the Wonder Boys have been able to make it a half-court scenario, East Central's had a very difficult time finding the bottom of the net. Top of the key, Cameron Kennedy. Bounce pass in the corner for Caden Hale. Shot clock at 13. Hale dribbles left, gets to the rim. Layup try is short. Defensive rebound by Brennan Burns of East Central. Burns with 4 points, 3 rebounds, 3 assists. Pushes it. Pass is deflected out of bounds by Kevin Howard off his leg. And East Central will maintain possession with 24 on the shot clock and 2 minutes and 13 seconds remaining in the first half. Arkansas Tech 31, East Central 21 from Tucker Coliseum in Russellville. These same two teams will play Thursday night at the Kerr Activity Center in Ada, Oklahoma, about 4 hours to the west of here. Bounce pass into the low post for Josh Apple. Apple drives, draws a double team from Gosnell, and Howard missed his layup, but there to clean it up was Jakeem Akers. Akers appearing in his 82nd game as an East Central Tiger here tonight, gets his first 2 points of the ball game. A minute 51 to go until the Off-Road Tire halftime show, and East Central has scored 4 straight points to cut the Arkansas Tech lead to 31-23 now. A.J. Ferguson Jr. applying pressure on the ball handler C.J. Mann, and he fouled him. The foul on Ferguson is his second. It is team foul number 5 for the Tigers. And Arkansas Tech will throw it in from the far sideline. Inbound pass will be made by Caden Hale. They get they get A.J. Ferguson out of the game with 2 fouls. C.J. Mann with it on the right side. Feeds it at the free throw line for Cameron Kennedy. Bounce pass to Howard. Howard lays it up and in. Beautiful little side-winding bounce pass there from Cameron Kennedy. Perfectly placed for Howard. Howard has 6 points. For Cam Kennedy, it's his second assist of the opening half. And the Wonder Boys lead is back into double figures at 33-23. Left wing 3 up and good. Tough shot for Reggie Crawford Jr. Crawford appearing in just his 4th game of the year. That's his 3rd three-pointer of the season. And he cuts the Arkansas Tech lead to 33-26. A minute 6 to go until halftime. Bounce pass down low from Kevin Howard to Cameron Kennedy. It goes out of bounds under some heavy pressure there by Reggie Crawford Jr. And Crawford making the most of his rare opportunity to play here late in the first half, as he's the one who forced that Arkansas Tech turnover. The Wonder Boys commit their 9th turnover of the first half. Arkansas Tech -5 on the turnover margin. And now it'll be Romello Wilbert to bring it into the front court. Wilbert, Josh Apple, Jalen Crutchfield, along with Brendan Burns and Reggie Crawford Jr. are the 5 on the floor for East Central. Left wing Wilbert, defended by Kennedy, goes right, passes to Crutchfield. Crutchfield right-handed dribble drive, takes Howard to the rim, missed the shot. Howard forced the miss, and Cam Kennedy rebounded it for Arkansas Tech. 43 seconds left in the half, 26 on the shot clock, as C.J. Mann dribbles over the timeline for Arkansas Tech. He's checked by Romello Wilbert. Bounce pass right wing for Kennedy. Kennedy gives top of the key for Howard. Man-to-man defense for East Central. Mann out front for Hale. Thought about a 3, dribbles to his right instead. Gives to Kennedy on the wing, 8 to shoot. Kennedy looks into the low post. Bounce pass for Gosnell. Gosnell faces up, 12-foot jumper short. Defensive rebound by Reggie Crawford Jr. of East Central. And now the Tigers will call their use it or lose it timeout before the end of the first half. 15 seconds to go in the half. Tech leads 33-26. Back to the Alathus Realty broadcast position after this 30-second Rockline Industries timeout. This is Arkansas Tech basketball.
How many times have you had to go without your heating or your air unit when you needed it most? Your family's freezing or sweating, and they look to you for relief. You call someone, and they say it's going to cost an arm and a leg to fix. Do you really feel like you have a choice? Well, now you do. Call Tony at Arkansas River Valley Heating and Air at 479-964-4004 for a free second opinion from a guy you can trust to take care of you and your family and get that unit running without all the extra charges. Arkansas River Valley Heating and Air.
The Wonder Boys are up by 7, and we've still got 20 minutes of regulation basketball to go after this, but it feels important right now from a confidence and from a momentum standpoint. It feels important that Arkansas Tech find a way to get a stop here on the final possession of the first half. East Central with the basketball. Brendan Burns with it. Gives top of the key for Jalen Crutchfield. 2-3 zone defense. Burns drives, lost the handle, stolen by Caden Hale. Hale into the front court, ahead to Gosnell. Nico slam dunk at the buzzer is good, and our score at halftime is Arkansas Tech 35, East Central 26. Not only do the Wonder Boys get the stop, they get the bucket on the other end, and that is how you reclaim the momentum right before the intermission. Tech leads 35-26 here at the Alathus Realty broadcast position. We take a 3-minute Rockline Industries timeout and then come back for the Off-Road Tire halftime show. This is Wonder Boys basketball.
When it comes to buying or selling a home, there really is a better way. As soon as you start talking with our team at A Better Way Realty in Russellville, you're going to feel the difference. Imagine if you had a great friend in the real estate industry, someone who genuinely cared about you and your family and was passionate about taking care of you. That is the philosophy of everyone who works here at A Better Way Realty. We want your business because we earn it, period. Discover what experience and heart can do with A Better Way Realty. Find us on Facebook and see the difference. A Better Way Realty. Real estate done a better way.
At Fleet Tire Point S, the S stands for service, selection, and savings because you, the customer, are always the top priority. If you need new tires to get ready for winter, the tire and automotive experts at Fleet Tire Point S have more than 30 years of experience. And Fleet Tire Point S consistently offers unparalleled service and quality tires to fit every budget. Come by today and experience the Fleet Tire Point S difference on Arkansas Avenue, your local tire and auto service center. No stress with Point S.
Protect your investment with a high-quality custom building from a local manufacturer. Arkansas Carports offers in-house financing with no credit check up to $75,000 on custom-made carports, garages, barns, horse sheds, and more installed in as quick as 1 to 3 weeks with a lifetime warranty. Plus, ask about how you can join the Arkansas Carport dealership family today. Stop by Arkansas Carports on Highway 64 in Knoxville. Visit arkansascarports.com or call 479-885-5022.
Mr. Brake and Lube, your local Pennzoil 10-minute oil change super stop at 1415 East Main in Russellville is looking for good, motivated people who have good people skills to join their team. Experience in automotive is encouraged but not required. Mr. Brake and Lube is an equal opportunity employer. Come be a part of the Mr. Brake and Lube family. Fill out an application at 1415 East Main Street, Russellville, and follow Mr. Brake and Lube on Facebook to keep up with monthly specials. How many times have you had to go without your heating or your air unit when you needed it most? Your family's freezing or sweating, and they look to you for relief. You call someone, and they say it's going to cost an arm and a leg to fix. Do you really feel like you have a choice? Well, now you do. Call Tony at Arkansas River Valley Heating and Air at 479-964-4004 for a free second opinion from a guy you can trust to take care of you and your family and get that unit running without all the extra charges. Arkansas River Valley Heating and Air.
First State Bank is proud to serve our community, a community made of hard-working friends and neighbors, folks who make our community better. You're why we offer personal, helpful service and convenient digital tools. You make our town what it is, deeply rooted, community-driven. First State Bank, these are our stomping grounds. Visit fsbmybank.com to learn more. Member FDIC.
Back with you for the Off-Road Tire halftime show from Tucker Coliseum in Russellville at the Alathus Realty broadcast position, where our score is Arkansas Tech 35 and East Central 26. Here are the statistics so far. The East Central Tigers, 10 of 31, 32% from the field, 2 of 13, 15% from three-point range, and 4 out of 7 at the free throw line, 57%. Arkansas Tech, 15 of 28 from the field, 54%, including 4 out of 9, 44% from three-point range. The Wonder Boys are 1 of 2 at the free throw line. Arkansas Tech out-rebounding East Central 20-16 so far. The Tigers have 5 assists and 5 turnovers. Arkansas Tech with 8 assists and 9 turnovers. Individual leaders first for East Central. Josh Apple sets the pace with 6 points. He also has 4 rebounds and 2 steals. 4 points apiece for Shamar Smith, Brennan Burns, and A.J. Ferguson Jr. Reggie Crawford Jr. off the bench with 3 points, for East Central. And then 2 points apiece for Romello Wilbert and Jakeem Akers. 1 point for Ellis Lee Jr. Arkansas Tech is led at halftime by Isaac Ragland, Nico Gosnell, and Kevin Howard with 6 points each. Caden Hale and Cam Kennedy both have 5 points for the Wonder Boys. 4 points at halftime for Calvin Allen. Allen also with 2 rebounds and 3 assists so far. And 3 points at halftime for Arkansas Tech's C.J. Mann, as the Wonder Boys have played 7 players so far, and all of them have scored. It's Arkansas Tech 35 and East Central 26 here on the Off-Road Tire Halftime Show. We will take a 3-minute Rockline Industries timeout and then return to the Alathus Realty broadcast position for a look at what else is going on around the GAC. This is Wonder Boys basketball.
A lot goes into taking care of your property. You need equipment with more reliability, durability, and versatility built in, like #1 selling Kubota BX and L Series compact tractors, Z Series mowers that deliver a quality cut, and Sidekick utility vehicles where durability meets speed. Visit your local Kubota dealer for a demo today. In the River Valley, see River Valley Tractor on Weir Road in Russellville.
Every day's a great day to talk about the Old South on East Main in Russellville. Don't forget daily luncheon specials. Always a full-service menu with breakfast, lunch, and dinner served anytime that you have it in mind. But their luncheon specials are something unique. And, of course, those sides just can't be beat. Enjoy the service, enjoy the food, enjoy the Old South on East Main in Russellville. To go orders, you can call today at 968-3789.
Arkansas Tire and Auto Service. We're more than just tires. Consistent, responsive, honest, and fair. What makes us different? We're the ones who care. Trust our experience to know what you need. Professional and fast. See what we mean. Arkansas Tire and Auto Service. We're more than just tires.
Arkansas Tire and Auto Service, 2304 East Main, Russellville.
This is Todd Bommerstorff, Market President with Centennial Bank, and one of the best things about being a community-focused bank like Centennial is that we can focus on what matters, real relationships. That means the focus is on you as the customer. At Centennial Bank, we're real bankers helping people by building real relationships. Come see for yourself the difference our real commitment can make. Stop by any of our local branches in Russellville, Adkins, Pottsville, Clarksville, or Dardanelle, or if you prefer, experience us online at my100bank.com. Centennial Bank, member FDIC.
Beltner's Athletes Corner clearance sale is now in progress. Save up to 30% off footwear from Nike, Asics, Brooks, New Balance, Keen, and Chaco. Save 30% or more on apparel from the North Face, Columbia, Patagonia, Mountain Khaki, Kavoo, Under Armour, Nike, and many more. Beltner's Athletes Corner, 2320 West Main Street in Russellville. Open 9:30 to 6 Monday through Saturday. All sales during this special savings event are final.
Shane here from Off-Road Tire. The thing that makes Off-Road Tire so special is their care for doing the job right. With a name like Off-Road Tire, of course, they're an authority in lift kits and aftermarket mods for your truck, but it just so happens that they are specialists in all kinds of vehicles. They can take care of your minivan right next to the four-wheel drives with quality, consistent results. Go see my friends at Off-Road Tire just 0.2 of a mile past UEC Theaters in Russellville. Off-Road Tire.
Welcome back into the Off-Road Tire Halftime Show from Tucker Coliseum in Russellville. Arkansas Tech leading East Central by a score of 35-26. We took a look at the GAC women's basketball standings during the first half. Now a peek at the GAC men's basketball standings. Oklahoma Baptist sets the pace right now. The Bison 11-5 overall and 8-2 in the Great American Conference. And Oklahoma Baptist is in action at this hour, taking on a Southern Arkansas team that is 9-6 overall and 5-4 in the league. The Mule Riders, losers of 3 in a row and desperate for a home win tonight against Oklahoma Baptist. They're just underway at the W.T. Watson Athletic Center. Oklahoma Baptist with an early 12-11 lead over Southern Arkansas. Looking a little further down the GAC men's basketball standings, you've got Henderson State at 11-5 overall and 7-3 in league play. The Reddies are at home tonight. They put their 4-game winning streak on the line against a Southern Nazarene team that comes in 10-5 overall and 5-4 in the league. And the Crimson Storm, winners of 6 consecutive games. Those are the 2 longest winning streaks, active winning streaks in GAC men's basketball, going head-to-head. And they're definitely just underway at the Duke Wells Center. 16 minutes and 5 seconds to go in the first half, and Southern Nazarene has an early 5-2 lead over Henderson State. On down the GAC men's basketball standings, we've mentioned most of the teams at the top all playing against each other tonight, other than Southeastern Oklahoma State, the Savage Storm, 12-4 overall, 7-3 in the league. And Southeastern is idle tonight. That'll be one of the Wonder Boys opponents coming up this weekend. We'll talk more about that in a moment. Northwestern Oklahoma State is 11-6 overall, 6-5 in the league. Then it's Southwestern Oklahoma State, 6-9 overall, 5-5 in the GAC. And then the teams that are below 500 in conference play include UA Monticello, 8-7 overall. The Boll Weevils, losers of 3 in a row, are now 4-5 in GAC play. That matches East Central's league record. The Tigers, 6-9 overall, 4-5 in the league. Arkansas Tech on a 4-game losing streak, 5-8 overall, 2-5 in the league. And then bringing up the rear are Harding at 4-11 overall, 2-7 in the league, and Ouachita Baptist 4-13 overall and 2-9 in the Great American Conference. Looking ahead to what's coming up for Arkansas Tech's basketball teams, the Golden Suns and Wonder Boys will be in Oklahoma this coming weekend. Thursday night at East Central University, 5:30 and 7:30 p.m. are the game times on Thursday at the Kerr Activity Center. And then on Saturday, we will be in the Magnolia capital of Oklahoma, Durant, for a doubleheader between Arkansas Tech and Southeastern Oklahoma State. 1 and 3 p.m. are the game times on Saturday. And then a week from tonight, the Wonder Boys will be in Bethany, Oklahoma to play a makeup game against Southern Nazarene. That one is scheduled for 5:30 next Monday night from the Sawyer Center in Bethany, and we'll have live coverage of that one for you right here on River Country, KCJC, and ArkansasTechSports.com. The next home games for the Golden Suns and Wonder Boys are coming up on February the 3rd, 5:30 and 7:30, that Thursday night against Harding. Tech leads this one 35-26. This has been the Off-Road Tire Halftime Show. Back to the Alathus Realty broadcast position after this 3-minute Rockline Industries timeout when it'll be time for the second half. This is Arkansas Tech basketball.
Alathus Realty is proud to support all of our local student athletes. At Alathus Realty, we believe the community comes first, and there's nothing quite like community under the bright lights of Friday night. Alathus Realty is determined to provide our area with gold standard service in every aspect of your real estate transaction. So whether you're loading up to go to the game or settling in for an evening at home, you can rest assured Alathus Realty is taking care of you. Call us today, 479-968-5668. Alathus Realty. Find us on Facebook today.
The heater broke down, I had to act fast. Wiggled some wires, I broke the thermostat. My wife got cold and nose started to freeze. She said, hey man, got a call, AshleyAir.com. When your heater breaks down, they're the one you want, AshleyAir.com. They're fast and they're good and they got it going on. Technician showed up the very same day. Got it fixed right and fast, he was on his way. Next time your heater breaks, you know who to call. There's only one choice, AshleyAir.com.
When it comes to buying or selling a home, there really is a better way. As soon as you start talking with our team at A Better Way Realty in Russellville, you're going to feel the difference. Imagine if you had a great friend in the real estate industry, someone who genuinely cared about you and your family and was passionate about taking care of you. That is the philosophy of everyone who works here at A Better Way Realty. We want your business because we earn it, period. Discover what experience and heart can do with A Better Way Realty. Find us on Facebook and see the difference. A Better Way Realty. Real estate done a better way.
At Fleet Tire Point S, the S stands for service, selection, and savings because you, the customer, are always the top priority. If you need new tires to get ready for winter, the tire and automotive experts at Fleet Tire Point S have more than 30 years of experience. And Fleet Tire Point S consistently offers unparalleled service and quality tires to fit every budget. Come by today and experience the Fleet Tire Point S difference on Arkansas Avenue. Your local tire and auto service Service Center. No stress with Point S.
Protect your investment with a high-quality custom building from a local manufacturer. Arkansas Carports offers in-house financing with no credit check up to $75,000 on custom-made carports, garages, barns, horse sheds, and more installed in as quick as 1 to 3 weeks with a lifetime warranty. Plus, ask about how you can join the Arkansas Carport dealership family today. Stop by Arkansas Carports on Highway 64 in Knoxville. Visit arkansascarports.com or call 479-885-5022.
Mr. Brake and Lube, your local Pennzoil 10-minute oil change super stop at 1415 East Main in Russellville, is looking for good, motivated people who have good people skills to join their team. Experience in automotive is encouraged but not required. Mr. Brake and Lube is an equal opportunity employer. Come be a part of the Mr. Brake and Lube family. Fill out an application at 1415 East Main Street, Russellville, and follow Mr. Brake and Lube on Facebook to keep up with monthly specials.
East Central with the basketball to begin the second half. Arkansas Tech with the lead 35-26. Right wing Jalen Crutchfield with the basketball for the Tigers. Gives top of the key for Shamar Smith. Now they feed it at the left elbow for A.J. Ferguson Jr. Kick out for Crutchfield. Three-pointer no good from the right side. East Central's struggles from three-point range continue. Now 2 out of 14. And the Wonder Boys go the other way with a chance to push their lead back into double digits. Arkansas Tech has led by as many as 13. Right now the margin is 9 as we begin the second half. Bounce pass into the low post, poked away by Josh Apple. Stolen by Ferguson, ahead for Burns. Layup, he blew it. Offensive rebound by Shamar Smith. He feeds Ferguson, and Ferguson cashes in the second chance. 19 minutes and 19 seconds to go in the second half, and it's 35-28, a 7-point lead for Arkansas Tech. Top of the key, Calvin Allen on the dribble. Allen shoots from 12 feet. It's no good. Defensive rebound by Jalen Crutchfield of East Central. Ahead on the fast break for Ferguson. Back to Crutchfield. He passes top of the key for an open man, Burns. Behind the back dribble. Leaves it out front with Apple. He gives it right back to Burns. Shot clock at 19. Burns handoff top of the key for Ferguson. Ferguson dribbles right, gets to the baseline. Cut off there by Calvin Allen. Picks up his dribble on the wing. Bounce pass into the post for Josh Apple. East Central's leading scorer goes to work. He kicks it out for Ferguson. Three-pointer, no good. Defensive rebound by Cameron Kennedy of Arkansas Tech. East Central may very well, if they continue to shoot three-pointers at this rate, the Tigers may very well shoot themselves right out of any chance to come back. C.J. Mann dribbles at the top of the key. Bounce pass into the low post for Nico Gosnell. Gosnell works on Ferguson. Jump hook up and good for Nico Gosnell. He's 4 out of 6 from the field. 8 points for Gosnell. 18 minutes and 12 seconds to go in the second half, and it is 37-28, Arkansas Tech by 9. Drive, left-handed layup, short for Shamar Smith. Offensive rebound, Apple. Apple goes up with the right hand, scores and draws a foul. He scores from 9 feet away, and he'll have a chance at a three-point play thanks to a hack across the wrist called against Calvin Allen. That is the third personal foul on Arkansas Tech's starting point guard here tonight. And he'll be replaced momentarily by Caden Hale, which will move C.J. Mann over to the point for now. Josh Apple will be shooting 1 as Hale replaces Allen. And Josh Apple to the free throw line, where he has gone 1 out of 2 so far tonight. Apple with 8 points and 5 rebounds thus far. His free throw try is no good, and the defensive rebound is collected by Cam Kennedy. 17:57 to go, 37-30 is the Arkansas Tech lead. C.J. Mann now runs the point. Passes left wing for Kevin Howard. Howard dumps it into the post for Nico Gosnell. Gosnell works on Apple. Jump hook. Good again. They cannot stop Nico Gosnell in the low post. Nico is into double figures in scoring. He has 10, and it's 39-30 Arkansas Tech. 17:34 to go in the ball game. Drive by Shamar Smith, cut off by Kevin Howard. He dishes out to the top of the key for Brendan Burns. Burns right-handed dribble penetration. 12-foot jumper is too strong. Defensive rebound, Kevin Howard of Arkansas Tech. Ahead to C.J. Mann. Mann dribbles to the top of the key. Hands it off to Kevin Howard. Howard with 20 on the shot clock. Hands it off to Caden Hale. Now C.J. Mann gets the basketball again. Gosnell flashes out to set the high ball screen. Pick and roll. Instead, the pass goes in the corner for Howard. Three-pointer good. Kevin Howard with his first three-pointer of the night. Kevin, a career 26% three-point shooter, gives Arkansas Tech a 12-point lead at 42-30. Answer try by Jalen Crutchfield is no good from deep in the right corner. Defensive rebound, C.J. Mann. Ahead on the fast break for Kennedy, poked away out of bounds by Jalen Crutchfield. And the Wonder Boys will maintain possession with 25 on the shot clock and 16 minutes and 45 seconds to go in the ball game. Arkansas Tech leading 42-30. Inbound pass will be made by C.J. Mann. Mann guarded by A.J. Ferguson Jr. Lobs it in left wing for Caden Hale. Hale one dribble to his right and a handoff right back to Mann. Mann surveys the defense. 4 Wonder Boys lined up along the baseline. Now they'll get into it. Gosnell goes to the right wing and a reach-in foul. Or no, just a kick ball. Ferguson, I thought they were going to get him for the reach-in. Instead, they just called him for a kick ball as he tried to go for the steal. And the Wonder Boys will throw it in from the far sideline. The shot clock is placed at 20. Caden Hale to make the inbound pass for Arkansas Tech. Wonder Boys lead by 12. They've made 3 of their first 4 field goal tries to begin the second half. Arkansas Tech shooting 56% for the game. C.J. Mann zips it in the right corner for Kevin Howard. Left-handed dribble drive, floats it up. It is good for Kevin Howard. He has 11 points. Howard into double figures in scoring for a second consecutive game and for the 7th time in his Arkansas Tech career. And the Wonder Boys have their largest lead of the night, a 14-point margin at 44-30 with 16:08 to go. Brennan Burns penetrates, leaves it out front with Josh Apple. Three-pointer is no good. Another missed 3 for East Central. Make it 2 out of 16 from downtown for the Tigers. C.J. Mann leaves it out front with Howard. Howard dribbles right, and he hands it off to Caden Hale. Now Gosnell has a ball screen for C.J. Mann. Mann dribbles left, 15-foot jumper, good again. The Wonder Boys, 5 out of 6 from the field to begin the half. It is 46-30 Arkansas Tech. And no timeout from East Central. I thought the Tigers might use one there, and now they will. 15 minutes and 37 seconds to go in the second half. Arkansas Tech 46, East Central 30. At the Alathus Realty broadcast position, we take a 1-minute Rockline Industries timeout. This is Wonder Boys basketball.
How many times have you had to go without your heating or your air unit when you needed it most? Your family's freezing or sweating, and they look to you for relief. You call someone, and they say it's going to cost an arm and a leg to fix. Do you really feel like you have a choice? Well, now you do. Call Tony at Arkansas River Valley Heating and Air at 479-964-4004 for a free second opinion from a guy you can trust to take care of you and your family and get that unit running without all the extra charges. Arkansas River Valley Heating and Air.
First State Bank is proud to serve our community, a community made of hard-working friends and neighbors, folks who make our community better. You're why we offer personal, helpful service and convenient digital tools. You make our town what it is, deeply rooted, community-driven. First State Bank, these are our stomping grounds. Visit fsbmybank.com to learn more. Member FDIC.
A 9-0 run for Arkansas Tech. It was sparked by a Nico Gosnell bucket at the 17:36 mark, and then Kevin Howard hit a three-pointer, followed by another Howard bucket, a floater in the lane, and just a moment ago, a 15-foot jumper from the left elbow by C.J. Mann, capping what right now at least is a 9-0 run for Arkansas Tech. And with 15:37 to go in the first half, in the second half, and the Wonder Boys leading by 16 here early in the second half, East Central has the ball. Left wing Ferguson, bounce pass into the post for Josh Apple. Apple guarded by Nico Gosnell. Throws it out for Ferguson. Ferguson drives, layup good for A.J. Ferguson Jr. That stops the 9-0 run for Arkansas Tech. Ferguson now with 8 points. And with 15:12 to go, the Arkansas Tech lead is cut to 46-32. Top of the key, C.J. Mann gives to Kennedy on a pick and pop. Bounce pass into the post for Gosnell. Gosnell will work on Apple. Takes him to the rim, lays it in, draws the foul. Three-point play opportunity for Nico Gosnell. And right now, East Central does not have an answer for Nico Gosnell in the low post. And we've got a timeout on the floor. 14 minutes and 59 seconds to play in Russellville. Arkansas Tech 48, East Central 32. At the Alathus Realty broadcast position, we take a 1-minute Rockline Industries timeout. This is Wonder Boys basketball.
A lot goes into taking care of your property. You need equipment with more reliability, durability, and versatility built in, like #1 selling Kubota, BX, and L-Series compact tractors, Z-Series mowers that deliver a quality cut and Sidekick utility vehicles where durability meets speed. Visit your local Kubota dealer for a demo today. In the River Valley, see River Valley Tractor on Weir Road in Russellville.
Every day's a great day to talk about the Old South on East Main in Russellville. Don't forget daily luncheon specials. Always a full-service menu with breakfast, lunch, and dinner served anytime that you have it in mind. But their luncheon specials are something unique. And, of course, those sides just can't be beat. Enjoy the service, enjoy the food, enjoy the Old South on East Main in Russellville. To-go orders, you can call today at 968-3789.
6 consecutive made field goals for Arkansas Tech, including the Nico Gosnell layup just before the timeout. Now Nico to the free throw line with a chance at a three-point play. He looks for his 13th point of the evening. His season high for points in a game is 15. His career high is 17, and both of those appear to be in great danger here tonight at Tucker Coliseum. The free throw is no good, though, and Shamar Smith grabs the defensive rebound for East Central. It remains a 16-point lead for Arkansas Tech, 48-32, with 14 minutes and 49 seconds to go in the ballgame. Feed down low for Ellis Lee Jr., and his layup is good off the Josh Apple assist. 14 minutes, 44 seconds to go. 48-34 is the Arkansas Tech lead, as Ellis Lee Jr. now with 3 points on the night. That's his first made field goal. Left side, C.J. Mann, defended by Ferguson, gives top of the key for Caden Hale. Back to Mann. Fakes the three, looks to drive, bounce pass into the post for Kevin Howard. Howard is going to be called for an offensive foul as Shamar Smith took a flop, and the official bid on it. The foul on Arkansas Tech's Kevin Howard is his first personal foul. It is team foul number 2 this half against Arkansas Tech, and Coach Mark Downey did not think very much of that call. The basketball belongs to East Central. Josh Apple, Brennan Burns, Shamar Smith, Ellis Lee Jr., and A.J. Ferguson Jr. are the 5 on the floor for the Tigers. For Arkansas Tech, it's C.J. Mann, Kevin Howard, Nico Gosnell, Cam Kennedy, and Caden Hale. Arkansas Tech trying to get this done tonight without 3 of its best players in Talon Peter and Tony Hall, who are out due to COVID-19 protocols, and B.J. Johnson, who's out due to concussion protocol. And yet the Wonder Boys fight on. Into the front court comes Brennan Burns. Bounce pass on the right wing for Ellis Lee Jr. He hands it off to Apple. Apple out on the right wing for Burns. Back to Apple now in the post. He turns to face up. Now he'll back Gosnell down. Lost the handle, out of bounds, and it's last touched by Apple. Excellent help defense by Kevin Howard to force that turnover. And the basketball goes back to Arkansas Tech at the 14:05 mark of the second half. Arkansas Tech 6 out of 7 from the field here in the second half, and leading by 14. C.J. Mann dribbles top of the key, bounce past the left elbow for Howard. Howard, defended by Shamar Smith, bounces it to the opposite side of the floor for Kennedy. Kennedy goes left, gets 10 feet away, shoots and misses. It rattles out, and the defensive rebound is taken by Josh Apple of East Central, his 6th rebound of the night. Now Shamar Smith in transition, loses the handle. Gosnell tips it, and it is Kevin Howard who dives on the basketball and calls timeout. 13 minutes and 34 seconds to go. The Wonder Boys will have the basketball when we come back. Tech leading 48-34 at the Alathus Realty broadcast position. It's a 30-second Rockline Industries timeout. This is Arkansas Tech basketball.
Arkansas Tire and Auto Service. We're more than just tires. Consistent, responsive, honest, and fair. What makes us different? We're the ones who care. Trust our experience to know what you need. Professional and fast, see what we mean. Arkansas Tire and Auto Service. We're more than just tires.
Arkansas Tire and Auto Service, 2304 East Main, Russellville.
Back with you at Tucker Coliseum in Russellville. And Arkansas Tech doing a job on an East Central team that came in 4th in the league in field goal percentage. The Tigers are accustomed to making almost 47% of their field goal attempts, but not tonight. Just 34% from the field for East Central, 14 out of 41, including just 2 of 16 from three-point range. Full court pressure now by the Tigers out of the timeout. Calvin Allen able to throw it over the timeline for Hale. He lobs it to the rim. Nico Gosnell can't finish the alley-oop. Hale gets the offensive rebound, puts it up, no good. Rebound, out of bounds. Nico Gosnell is down underneath the goal, and we'll see who the basketball belongs to. It appears that Nico's okay. The official helps him back to his feet. And they may need to take a moment to wipe some perspiration up off the floor as Nico went down on his back. And Duke Walden, the head athletic trainer at Arkansas Tech, will come over to help out with that with 13 minutes and 20 seconds to go in the second half. Arkansas Tech 48, East Central 34. Cam Kennedy, Calvin Allen, Nico Gosnell, C.J. Mann, and Caden Hale are the five on the floor right now for Arkansas Tech. And it'll be Caden Hale to make the inbound pass from the far sideline. Gets it into Allen. Allen passes left side for Hale. Now Kennedy makes a catch. Back to Allen, right back to Kennedy. Shot clock at 9. Hale makes a catch, fakes a three, dribbles left, gets inside the top of the key, passes for Kennedy on the wing. Kennedy drives the baseline, 15-foot jumper, no good. Shamar Smith gets the defensive rebound. Smith's third rebound of the night. In transition, Ellis Lee Jr. out of control, loses the basketball, but able to tip it out to Josh Crutchfield. On it goes to Brendan Burns. His three-pointer is no good, and C.J. Mann gets the defensive rebound for Arkansas Tech. 12 minutes and 45 seconds to play in Russellville. Arkansas Tech led by 9 at halftime. Now it's a 14-point spread at 48-34. Arkansas Tech has missed 4 consecutive field goal tries after they made 6 in a row. Kennedy, one dribble, bounce pass into the post for Gosnell. Defender went for the steal, and Nico, after receiving the pass, all alone for the slam dunk. 14 points for Nico Gosnell. 1 away from matching his season high. 12:20 to go, and it is 50-34 Arkansas Tech as the Wonder Boys lead reaches a new high water mark at 16 points. Drive and an offensive foul on East Central. Offensive foul on the Tigers will give it back to Arkansas Tech. They call A.J. Ferguson Jr. for the push. It is his third personal foul. It is team foul on East Central, number 2 this half. And it'll be Calvin Allen to receive the inbound pass as Isaac Ragland has checked in for Arkansas Tech in place of Cam Kennedy. Kevin Howard is back in place of Nico Gosnell. Pass on the right wing for Caden Hale. He gives top of the key for Howard. One dribble to his left, a pass to Ragland. Ragland dribbles right, throws it across the top of the key for Allen. 11 on the timer. Allen drives the left side of the lane, gets to the rim. Layup good for Calvin Allen. He's got 6 points. And with 11:46 to go, the Wonder Boys have stretched it out to an 18-point lead at 52-34. East Central hasn't scored in more than 3 minutes. Long jumper up and good for Shamar Smith. He knocks it down from 19 feet on the right wing, just inside the three-point arc, and he cuts the Arkansas Tech lead to 52-36. Shamar Smith now with 6 points on the night. Right side, C.J. Mann. Pass to Ragland at the top of the key. Ragland was pushed. The foul on East Central will be on Shamar Smith. It is his third personal foul, and it will take us to a timeout on the floor. 11 minutes and 19 seconds to play. Arkansas Tech 52, East Central 36. At the Alathus Realty broadcast position, we take a 1-minute Rockline Industries timeout. This is Wonder Boys basketball.
This is Todd Baumersdorf, market president with Centennial Bank, and one of the best things about being a community-focused bank like Centennial is that we can focus on what matters, real relationships. That means the focus is on you as the customer. At Centennial Bank, we're real bankers helping people by building real relationships. Come see for yourself the difference our real commitment can make. Stop by any of our local branches in Russellville, Adkins, Pottsville, Clarksville, or Dardanelle, or if you prefer, experience us online at my100bank.com. Centennial Bank, member FDIC.
Beltner's Athletes Corner clearance sale is now in progress. Save up to 30% off footwear from Nike, Asics, Brooks, New Balance, Keen, and Chaco. Save 30% or more on apparel from the North Face, Columbia, Patagonia, Mountain Khaki, Kavoo, Under Armour, Nike, and many more. Beltner's Athletes Corner, 2320 West Main Street in Russellville. Open 9:30 to 6 Monday through Saturday. All sales during this special savings event are final.
11 minutes and 19 seconds to go in the second half. Arkansas Tech outscoring East Central 17-10 so far here in the second half. And the Wonder Boys have expanded their 9-point halftime lead to a 52-36 advantage. It'll be Isaac Ragland, C.J. Mann, Calvin Allen, Cam Kennedy, and Kevin Howard for Arkansas Tech. Romello Wilbert is in for East Central. Ellis Lee Jr., Josh Crutchfield, Shamar Smith, and A.J. Ferguson are the other contestants at this moment for East Central University. Same two teams Thursday night at 7:30 in Ada, Oklahoma at the Kerr Activity Center. Before that, we'll have the women's game at 5:30 on Thursday night. All of it right here on River Country, KCJC, and ArkansasTechSports.com. Saturday, we'll be in Durant for a doubleheader between Tech and Southeastern Oklahoma State, 1 and 3 on Saturday. Howard fakes the three, drives the lane, shot up from 8 feet, and good for Kevin Howard. 13 points for Kevin Howard, 10:55 to play, and the Wonder Boys lead by 18, 54-36. Top of the key, Wilbert throws in the corner for Ferguson. Ferguson dumps it in for Shamar Smith. Back it goes to Ferguson on the give and go. Ferguson lays it in. 10 points for Ferguson. And with 10:38 remaining, the Arkansas Tech lead is 54-38. East Central now 6 of 13, 46% in the second half, but still just 36% overall from the field tonight for the Tigers. Isaac Ragland passing the corner for C.J. Mann. He gets an open look at three and hit it. C.J. Mann with his first three-pointer of the night. It is the 69th three-pointer of his Arkansas Tech career, and it gives the Wonder Boys a 57-38 edge. 10 minutes and 8 seconds to go. They feed it in the post for Shamar Smith. Fadeaway jumper from 12 feet is no good, but there to clean it up with the follow slam for the Tigers is Ellis Lee Jr. 5 points for Lee. 9 minutes and 58 seconds to go. And it's 57-40. The Wonder Boys lead is 17. East Central starting to heat up a little bit offensively, but so are the Wonder Boys. Arkansas Tech 10 out of 14, 71% from the field in the second half. Tech shooting 60% for the game. Cam Kennedy improves upon that. A 10-foot jumper from the left side of the lane for Cam Kennedy, and it's 59-40 Arkansas Tech. Right corner Ferguson with it for East Central. He passes the basketball out to Josh Crutchfield. Drive, layup try is good for East Central's Shamar Smith. Smith has 8 points, 9 minutes and 20 seconds to go. It's 59-42. The two sides essentially trading baskets right now, and that's just fine with Arkansas Tech leading by 17. Wonder Boys have made 5 consecutive field goal tries, now 6 in a row as Calvin Allen finds Kevin Howard going to the basket, and Howard lays it up and in. We go under 9 minutes to play at 61-42. Three-point try on the other end, no good for Lee. Defensive rebound, Arkansas Tech by Cameron Kennedy. Wonder Boys into the front court, 8 minutes and 51 seconds to go. Calvin Allen dribbles on the Tech logo at midcourt. Shot clock at 18. Feed left elbow for Ragland. Ragland gives on the right side for Kevin Howard. Howard one dribble and a handoff for Allen. Allen gets into the painted area, gives it back to Howard on a give and go. Howard saves it in. It's deflected out by Ellis Lee Jr., and the Wonder Boys maintain possession with 6 on the shot clock and 8 minutes and 35 seconds remaining in the ball game. Arkansas Tech trying to snap a 4-game losing streak and extend a streak of home teams winning in this series. The home team has won the last 7 times the Wonder Boys and the Tigers have got together. Arkansas Tech trying to make that 8 in a row. Inbound to Kennedy, onto the open man, Ragland. Three-pointer good. Isaac Ragland with his 3rd three-pointer of the night and a new career high for Ragland. Wonder Boys by 22. On the other end, Jakeem Akers with the basketball. In some trouble on the baseline, able to get a bounce pass out of there to Romello Wilbert. Now right side for Jalen Crutchfield. They feed the post for Josh Apple. Apple dribbles into the lane, left-handed jump hook is no good, and Kevin Howard gets the defensive rebound for Arkansas Tech. And the Wonder Boys with a chance to add to what has been quite a run here of 7 consecutive made field goal attempts. Right side, C.J. Mann. Arkansas Tech shooting 62% from the field, which if the Wonder Boys could maintain it, would be their best shooting performance of the season. Drive by Ragland. Throws it out to Howard. 7:45 to go, 7 on the shot clock. Wonder Boys leading 64-42. Mann gives to Howard. Fakes the three. Now shoots the three. It is good. 8 consecutive makes for Arkansas Tech. 7:37 to go. And it's all Wonder Boys at Tucker Coliseum. 67-42. Left side, Crutchfield. Gives it out front for Josh Apple. Now back to Jalen Crutchfield. On the wing for Akers, he'll try a three. It is no good. East Central now 2 out of 19 from downtown. Mann into the front court. Stops at the top of the key. Lobs it down low for Ragland. Too tall, and it's stolen away for East Central by Romello Wilbert. Wilbert on the fast break finds Ellis Lee Jr. Lee dribbles into the paint, has it stripped away and stolen by Calvin Allen. Allen a fast break the other way to Ragland. It's 2-on-1. Ragland to the rim, and a blocking foul is called on East Central. Isaac Ragland will shoot 2 free throws when we come back. The foul on the Tigers is the first on Romello Wilbert, team foul number 4, and there's timeout on the floor. 6 minutes and 56 seconds to go, and the Wonder Boys in complete control. Arkansas Tech 67, East Central 42 at the Alathus Realty broadcast position. It's a 1-minute Rockline Industries timeout. This is Wonder Boys basketball.
Shane here from Off-Road Tire. The thing that makes Off-Road Tire so special is their care for doing the job right. With a name like Off-Road Tire, of course, they're an authority in lift kits and aftermarket mods for your truck, but it just so happens that they are specialists in all kinds of vehicles. They can take care of your minivan right next to the four-wheel drives with quality, consistent results. Go see my friends at Off-Road Tire just 0.2 of a mile past UEC Theaters in Russellville. Off-Road Tire.
Alathus Realty is proud to support all of our local student athletes. At Alathus Realty, we believe the community comes first, and there's nothing quite like community under the bright lights of Friday night. Alathus Realty is determined to provide our area with gold standard service in every aspect of your real estate transaction. So whether you're loading up to go to the game or settling in for an evening at home, you can rest assured Alathus Realty is taking care of you. Call us today, 479-968-5668. Alathus Realty. Find us on Facebook today.
6 minutes and 56 seconds to go in Russellville. Arkansas Tech 67, East Central 42. And following the timeout, East Central has put Cole Robertson into the game for the first time, a 5'10 senior guard from Norman, Oklahoma. Robertson averages 2 points per game. This is the 5th game that he's appeared in this season. Robertson played 8 minutes against Southern Nazarene on January 15th in East Central's most recent game before tonight. And that was the first game action he had seen since December the 14th. Ragland makes the first free throw. Isaacson to double figures in scoring for the first time in his Arkansas Tech career, adding to his career high total. 11 points now for Ragland as he makes both free throws. And Arkansas Tech on a 10-0 run leads at 69-42 with 6:47 to go. Feed into the post for Josh Apple. Down low, it goes to Robertson. Out on the left side for Reggie Crawford Jr. His three-pointer is no good. Defensive rebound by Cam Kennedy. And the Wonder Boys will go the other way, leading by 27 with 6:32 to go. And that 4-game losing streak is going to go down emphatically here tonight for Arkansas Tech. Wonder Boys shooting 63% from the field, 62% from three-point range. Top of the key, Ragland finds Caden Hale on the right wing. He's guarded by Romello Wilbert. Out front it goes for Allen. Allen wants to drive, goes to the basket, left-handed layup, good for Calvin Allen. 8 points for Calvin, one away from matching his season and career high. And it's 71-42 Arkansas Tech. Left side, Crutchfield. Jalen Crutchfield drives, can't get the runner to go. Cameron Kennedy forced the miss, and Arkansas Tech with the rebound going the other way. Calvin Allen over the timeline. Allen gets to the left elbow, out to Ragland. Isaac Ragland dribbles left, hands it back to Allen. Pass in the right wing for Caden Hale. Hale, spin move at the right elbow, gets into the paint. It's stripped away by Robertson. Ragland saves the loose ball, drives to the basket, and lays it in. Isaac Ragland, 4 out of 4 from the field. He's got a career-high 13 points, 5:31 to go, and it's 73-42. The Wonder Boys lead is 31. Left side, Reggie Crawford Jr. They reverse it right side for Cole Robertson. Feed into the post for Josh Apple. Apple works on Gosnell, double team, gives to Wilbert, and Wilbert is fouled with 12 on the shot clock. Only the 3rd team foul this half against Arkansas Tech. It is charged to Isaac Ragland, his first personal. Calvin Allen gets a breather. C.J. Mann is back in for Arkansas Tech. The Wonder Boys doing this with only really 7 available players tonight due to the absences of B.J. Johnson, Talon Peter, and Tony Hall. Layup up and good for Josh Apple. Apple now with 10 points. 5:05 to go. Wonder Boys playing their 3rd game in 5 days, all of them shorthanded, and somehow finding the legs and the persistence to get this done here tonight against an East Central team that not so long ago knocked off Southeastern Oklahoma State in the minds of many, including myself. Southeastern, probably the most talented team in the league. Three-pointer by C.J. Mann is no good. Defensive rebound by Reggie Crawford Jr. of East Central. Ahead for Robertson. Robertson circles around, gives to Crawford. On it goes to Josh Apple. Three-pointer good for Apple. He's got 13 points. he works toward his season average of 16.2 points per game. And it's 73-47. Tech by 26 with 4:22 to go. C.J. Mann passes right wing for Cam Kennedy. The Wonder Boys have made 10 of their last 11 field goal attempts. Mann gives out front to Ragland. Ragland dribbles right, leaves it out front with Caden Hale. Lob pass, and I think Caden thought he had an alley-oop play with Nico Gosnell, but Gosnell did not go to the rim. And so the pass goes sailing out of bounds, and Arkansas Tech commits its 13th turnover of the game, 4 of which have come here in the second half. 4 minutes to play. Arkansas Tech 73, East Central 47 from Tucker Coliseum in Russellville. Tigers will not have to wait long to try to get their revenge. They'll get to play in their building on Thursday night against Arkansas Tech. Josh Apple draws a foul on a turnaround in the lane, and it will take us to a timeout on the floor. 3 minutes and 50 seconds remaining in Russellville. Arkansas Tech 73, East Central 47. Here at the Alathus Realty broadcast position, it's a 1-minute Rockline Industries timeout. This is Wonder Boys basketball.
When it comes to buying or selling a home, there really is a better way. As soon as you start talking with our team at A Better Way Realty in Russellville, you're going to feel the difference. Imagine if you had a great friend in the real estate industry, someone who genuinely cared about you and your family and was passionate about taking care of you. That is the philosophy of everyone who works here at A Better Way Realty. We want your business because we earn it, period. Discover what experience and heart can do with A Better Way Realty. Find us on Facebook and see the difference. A Better Way Realty. Real estate done a better way.
The heater broke down, I had to act fast. Wiggled some wires, I broke the thermostat. My wife got cold, her nose started to freeze. She said, hey man, gotta call AshleyAir.com. Your heater breaks down, they're the one you want. AshleyAir.com. They're fast and they're good and they got it going on. Technician showed up the very same day. Got it fixed right and fast, he was on his way. Next time your heater breaks, you know who to call. There's only one choice. AshleyAir.com.
KCJC Dartnell, Russellville.
You guys play the best country of all.
River Country. KCJC.
3 minutes, 50 seconds remaining at Tucker Coliseum in Russellville. And Josh Apple at the free throw line for East Central. Apple, when they beat Southeastern back on January the 13th, had a career-high 31 points. And he also had 10 rebounds in that Tigers victory. So far tonight, he has 13 points and 6 rebounds. Now make it 14 points as he makes the first of 2 free throws. He will have another opportunity with 3:50 to go, but Arkansas Tech well in control of this one, 73-48. Second try by Apple is good, 73-49. Isaac Ragland, C.J. Mann, Cam Kennedy, Nico Gosnell, and Caden Hale are the 5 on the bench, or 5 on the floor for Arkansas Tech. Pass at the high post for Nico Gosnell. He gives to Mann. Mann drives. Floater will not go. Defensive rebound by Shamar Smith of East Central. Ahead for Robertson. Robertson out front to Apple. Apple will try a 3. It is short. And the defensive rebound taken away by Caden Hale. You know, this is a little bit of an unusual situation. If you don't see the team again for a month and a half, if you're up by 24, you don't really worry about it too much with 3 minutes to go. But it's almost kind of a momentum thing right now going into Thursday night's game when these same 2 teams will face off against each other. If you're Arkansas Tech, even though you've got this one in hand, you want to go ahead and finish up strong and not give the Tigers any hope for Thursday night. Isaac Ragland with the three-pointer from the left wing, his 4th three-pointer of the night. 16 points for Isaac Ragland. He has far exceeded his career high. In fact, he is now 10 points beyond his previous career high of 6 points. 2:55 to go. Tech leads 76-49. Three-point try up and good for Reggie Crawford Jr., second three-pointer of the night for Crawford. He's got 6 points. Ragland catch and shoot, top of the key, off to the right this time. A little heat check there for Ragland. Defensive rebound by Romello Wilbert of East Central. 2.5 minutes to go. Robertson with it for the Tigers. Gives in the corner for Crawford. He'll try a 3. It is good for Crawford. He's got 9 points. And now it is, with 2:19 to go, it is 76-54. And I get the feeling that I spoke too soon on the last bucket by Crawford. It must have just been a 2-pointer instead of a 3-pointer. So the score is 76-54 now. A timeout taken for substitution purposes, as in for the first time tonight for Arkansas Tech is Lucas Foster, a 5'11 freshman guard from Conway. Lucas appearing in his 4th game of the season. And then also checking in for Arkansas Tech and making his Wonder Boys debut is Weston Pickle, a 6'5" freshman guard from Mayflower. Poked away from C.J. Mann and stolen by Cole Robertson. In transition to the rim, layup up and good for Shamar Smith. Comes with 2 minutes to go. It's 76-56 Arkansas Tech. And again, want to finish this up strong if you're the Wonder Boys. Don't want to give the Tigers any positive vibes for that 4-hour ride back to Ada as these two teams get set to meet again on Thursday. Lucas Foster misses a three. Offensive rebound, Ragland. Out to Caden Hale. He zips it down low to Pickle. All alone. Layup up and good for Weston Pickle. It comes with 1:36 to go. Weston Pickle's first 2 career points at the collegiate level. And it's 78-56 Arkansas Tech. They reverse it left side for Cole Robertson. Behind the back dribble. 19 to shoot. Passes across for Josh Crutchfield. Now it is Reggie Crawford Jr. with it. He gives to Cole Robertson. On to Josh Crutchfield. Three-pointer good from the right wing. First 3 points of the night for Josh Crutchfield. 1 minute and 9 seconds to go. 78-59 is the Arkansas Tech lead. C.J. Mann brings it over the timeline on the dribble. Arkansas Tech shooting 61% from the field, which would be the highest of the season for the Wonder Boys in terms of field goal percentage. Their previous high, 55% against Ouachita Baptist back on December the 4th. Caden Hale knocks it down. A 15-foot jumper from the right elbow for Caden Hale. The foul on Cole Robertson of East Central is his first, and it's a three-point play opportunity for Caden Hale, who will head to the free throw line in search of his 8th point of the night. And if he gets it, he will match his career high. The free throw try for Caden Hale on its way, and it is good. Arkansas Tech is 4 of 6 at the free throw line tonight. And it's 81-59 Arkansas Tech. The Wonder Boys' 4-game losing streak ends here. They'll try to make it a winning streak when they go to Oklahoma this weekend. Layup up and good for Shamar Smith. He's got 12 points, 81-61. Thank our friends at Arkansas Carports for presenting the second half of this game. In a few minutes, we'll have the West Fraser Lumber and Arkansas Carports player of the game. 25 seconds to go, 81-61, the Arkansas Tech lead. Shot clock at 15. Caden Hale dribbling just inside the timeline. Defended there by Cole Robertson. Robertson goes for the steal. Hale maintains his dribble, 5 to shoot. Hale goes left all the way to the rim. No look bounce pass for Ragland. Ragland got fouled. They elected not to call it. Missed the layup. Rebound East Central. 5 seconds left. Into the front court is Crawford. Crawford tries a three. It is no good. Rebound Caden Hale. That's the end of the ball game, and that's the end of the losing streak for Arkansas Tech. Our final score from Tucker Coliseum in Russellville, the Box Drop Mattress final score is Arkansas Tech 81, East Central 61. Here at the Alathus Realty broadcast position, it's a 30-second Rockline Industries timeout. And then back to wrap it up with Coach Downey. Wonder Boys win. This is Arkansas Tech basketball.
At Fleet Tire Point S, the S stands for service, selection, and savings because you, the customer, are always the top priority. If you need new tires to get ready for winter, the tire and automotive experts at Fleet Tire Point S have more than 30 years of experience. And Fleet Tire Point S consistently offers unparalleled service and quality tires to fit every budget. Come by today and experience the Fleet Tire Point S difference on Arkansas Avenue, your local tire and auto service center. No stress with Point S.
Back at Tucker Coliseum in Russellville, where our Box Drop Mattress final score is Arkansas Tech 81 and East Central 61, as the Arkansas Tech Wonder Boys improve to 6-8 overall and 3-5 in the Great American Conference. East Central falls to 6-10 overall and 4-6 in the GAC. Again, these same two teams will meet Thursday night in Ada, Oklahoma at the Kerr Activity Center. 5:30 and 7:30 are our game times on Thursday night here on River Country, KCJC, and ArkansasTechSports.com. We're about to be joined by Mark Downey, head coach of the Wonder Boys, following this 20-point home win here tonight at Tucker Coliseum. And here's Coach Downey for the post-game visit. And Coach, first and foremost, congratulations on the win here tonight. And you've got to be really pleased with the way your guys executed the defensive game plan tonight, as you were able to really limit East Central's easy stuff in the paint. And they missed 17 out of their first 19 tries from three-point range. And just a great execution on that end.
Thank you. We did. We followed the game plan on both ends. We really executed offensively as well. And yeah, it's nice to see some shots go in and guys step up, and just so happy for this group. They've been battling a lot of things that they can't handle, and honestly, we should have had Talon and Tony tonight. We really should have. It's not fair to those guys. It's just ridiculous, but we'll get them back for Thursday, and I'm sure we'll see a different East Central team, and we'll be a little bit different as well, and it's time to go on the road.
You know, Josh Apple from East Central is one of the top post players in this league. The Tigers have some size down low, and Kevin Howard and Nico Gosnell definitely responded to that challenge tonight. They were a combined 15 out of 20 from the field and combined for 32 points here tonight.
Yeah, it's a big effort. And the funny thing is Kevin got a lot of it on the perimeter, made some threes and made some runners in the paint, and then Nico was unstoppable at times. You know, he kept settling for that jump shot in the first half. I'm like, Nico, he's like, I can do that too. I said, I know, but your strength's at the rim. And he showed it, you know, the first 5 minutes of the second half. He went and got 3 or 4 baskets right on 24 Apple and played really well. So just so happy for the guys, and I'm proud of this effort.
You've got several guys like Calvin Allen and Caden Hale and Isaac Ragland who didn't get a lot of minutes early in this year, but that's going to be one of the silver linings out of this little stretch in the season is those guys have gotten a lot of minutes and they've gotten a lot of confidence and really kind of found their way on the floor, haven't they?
That's what I've been trying to tell them. That's the positive that you can pull from this. You know, we'll start adding guys back little by little, but other guys are gaining experience, and it's their time to step up and show what they can do. And, man, Isaac was awesome tonight. Caden was great. Just guys that haven't been playing a lot, like you said, and we'll start adding these guys back, and hopefully we'll get this ball rolling in the right direction.
You know, everything about right now is a strange circumstance, and I told the folks there with about 5 minutes left, it's important to go ahead and finish this game off. It was decided, but it's an odd situation because you got to play the same team on Thursday, so it's a little bit of a momentum thing. It was important to finish this one out the right way, wasn't it, from that standpoint?
Yeah, for sure. You don't want to do two things. You don't want to give them bulletin board material because you know they're going to be different. You know they're going to be fired up to play because we beat them so bad. So you don't want to, rub it in their face. So I was trying not to do that as well. That's always hard for me because you put some guys in that don't play a lot and you want them to play and get better. But again, too, we don't want to give them easy baskets and let them get some momentum going forward. So that's a tough situation. But I think we did a pretty good job. And like I said, we'll add a couple guys and we'll have to be in for a dogfight on Thursday. There's no doubt about it.
We'll see you there. Congratulations.
All right, Sam. God bless.
That is Mark Downey, the head men's basketball coach at Arkansas Tech, following his 90th win with the Wonder Boys, and it came by a box drop mattress final score of 81-61 here tonight at Tucker Coliseum. And it's great to see a smile on the face of Coach Downey as he heads back to the locker room and celebrates with his team here tonight at Tucker Coliseum. Let's take a look at the final numbers. East Central was 25 of 61 from the field, 41%, including 5 of 25 from three-point range, 20%. And they were 6 of 10 at the free throw line, 60%. Arkansas Tech, 34 of 56 from the field, 61%. That's a new season high